You're not cooking like you normally do. You're in a totally different environment, and the tools that you're used to working with are totally different. There's actually a term for that. I call it combat cooking. It's kind of like MacGyver meets the kitchen, really. Sometimes you don't have the things that you need or that you're used to having to put something together, and you gotta just kind of solve the problem. Gansos. Ah, we got some geese. Coming up on some geese here in the road. Actually, I have a great recipe for goose. We used to cook them for Christmas time. My father has a hell of a recipe for it. So we're on our way to Alberto's finca, his father's finca. It's finca in Costa Rica means farm. He's got a big tract of land, and he said that he's got quite a bit of fruit trees, mangoes. He said he has some really interesting stuff there, zapote as well. Sí. So Alberto's gonna take us. We gotta go down through here. Many times I'll be driving down the side of the road, and I have to stop because I see mangoes over here, or I see different types of exotic fruit. So I just stop the car and pick it up. Sometimes I bring it back and make the special for that night with it. Hola, buenas.
Quería hablar, mami.
Alberto está enseñando un poquito de los árboles frutales.
Ajá.
Ah, ok, qué bueno. ¿Usted es la mamá?
Sí, señor.
Ah, ok. ¿Ustedes?
Tía.
Abuelos. Ah, okay. This is Alberto's grandparents and his mother. She has some lemons that she just cut. Bring them back to the house.
Mandarinas.
Y this is de su finca.
De ahí,
These are all from. This is a limón mandarín. It's a type of lemon that's a little bit sweeter. It's got a great flavor, and they make ceviche with this type of lemon. It's really nice. But she was just cutting them from the trees from the finca here.
Zapote. Zapote.
This is called zapote. This is a fruit that, y para agarrarlo, tú puedes agarrarlo con el machete.
Cortarlo. Está verde.
Alberto's gonna get one down for us. He said most of them might not be fully ripe right now.
Bueno, aquí hay uno.
We're gonna try to get one that's nice and ripe. This is actually a fruit. It's called
Quitémoslos porque hay abejas ahí.
jícaro.
Abejas.
We gotta get out of here because there's some bees. Yeah, we gotta get out of here. There's bees all over that tree that we were looking at the fruit, so we're getting the heck out of here. Bees. And I thought he was over-exaggerating at first because he said that there was some abejas, bees. And I'm like, all right, it's a couple bees, and no big deal. And as we got closer, a couple started coming out, and he was explaining to me as he's trying to get me out of there that these things are really dangerous, muy peligroso, because they start attacking and they don't stop. And we got to be really careful. If we're an hour and a half away from a hospital, it can be dangerous. You got to make sure that you have things more thought out here. You got to take more precaution. This is plantano, or plantains. They're used a lot in typical Costa Rican cuisine. And we're actually going to use some of this for a garnish, a decoration for the main course. ¿Puedo cortar un pedazo?
Está verde.
See, and this is used. They use it in maduro, or ripe, which is yellow, and also green. Green, it's fried, and actually it gets real crispy and has a really nice texture to it. And it's not sweet like a banana, so it's kind of like a crispy chip. Banana with a hint of a banana flavor, but not sweet. I've been here for 5 years now, and I'm still finding fruit and things that I've never seen in my life. This is the seed, and this is the fruit. It's sweet. Tastes really good, actually. Let's see. To get to the nice ripe ones, the ones that are the best, you got to get up in the tree. It's pretty amazing how you run into things that just out of nowhere, it's the little surprises of Costa Rica. Alberto's showing me a mango tree. He says that we have some that are actually ripe. There's mangoes everywhere. They're obviously in season because they're dropping on the ground. There's actually some chickens. Look, I can't imagine the flavor of these chickens. If they're eating mangoes, it's got to affect the flavor of the meat. You imagine getting chickens that eat mangoes and doing a mango sauce with it, or mango salsa with some blackened chicken? I don't think it gets much better than that. Way too quick. We needed something for dinner. We had to get something for the main course. So when we went out to try to find something that I could put together, first we came across the chicken. And that little bugger was way too quick for me. I tried to catch him, but I couldn't. Our buddy Alberto took me to his ducks. And I did get my hands on a duck. But when I was holding it, it just didn't seem like it had quite enough meat. Big boy pig, way too much meat. Little piglets, way too cute. So I was starting to get worried. We needed something for dinner. So that's when, thankfully, my buddy Emilio came through and put us on some beautiful lobster. Pura vida. ¿Cómo estás? This is my buddy Emilio. He's got a boat all ready to go for us. He's been a commercial diver pretty much his whole life.
Uno.
Dos, tres. The experience with Emilio underwater was incredible. To me, it was like going to an underwater fish market. Literally, Emilio's taking me around underwater, showing me the different products that we have and kind of asking me if I want that or not. I mean, the other stuff, all the other things that we did was like very difficult to try to get these products. Underwater with Emilio, it was like, you want that? You want that fish? You want that fish right there? Nah, what about that one right there? You want some scallops? You want some lobster? So it was amazing. It was like an underwater open market. Emilio got it done. Yeah, he knew the spots.